Welcome to your mat. Begin by starting with your feet right underneath you, your chest open, and your hands in prayer. Then slowly open your eyes and set your gaze. Slide your hands straight up and then behind your head, back down to your heart. Straight up, behind, up, down. Up, inhale, exhale behind, up, and back. Connect your breath as you squat. The hands slide up on your inhale, back behind the head on your exhale, up and down. Out like you're diving, back in. Up on the inhale, back on the exhale. Up on the inhale, down to prayer. Out like you're diving, and back. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now reach out, come down to your knees and down to child's pose without releasing the hands. Take a few deep breaths. And then back up to the feet without releasing the hands. Go up and down, up to prayer. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Squatting down, maybe using a cushion underneath you. Inhale, exhale, up and down. Out like you're diving, back in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, out and back. Up, back, up, down, out, in. Reach out, come down to child's pose without releasing your hands. Take a few deep breaths and just rest. Back to the feet without releasing the hands. One more time, up and down, up to prayer. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now squat. Setting your balance. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, out and back. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Don't let the fingertips point back. Take it out, back in, and this time as you come down into child's pose, separate the hands into a triangle with the index finger and the thumb still touching. Hands are like mittens, all the fingers together. Come down and rest in child's pose for 2 minutes. You can do this by pausing the video or just taking your time to feel the breath come in and out, to feel any energy that has smoothed out or built up, to notice what's changed, to feel the stretch in your hips and the flexion of your knees. And after that 2 minutes, come to sit on your heels and think now about your neck. Drop the head back as you inhale, chin to chest as you exhale. Inhale, face goes up. Exhale, head bows. Do this 3 times. Then coming back to neutral, you'll inhale, twisting to the right side, and exhale back to center. Inhale and twist, exhale to center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tilting to the right. Let the breath go all the way out. Inhale back up and exhale over to the left. You'll do this a few more times and you're just looking for the line between easy movement and a good stretch. Pause in the suspension of your breath as you feel the neck muscles all the way taut. Enjoying the sensation of just being friends with yourself and making sure your body feels okay today. Drop your chin to your chest and then roll your head in big sweeping circles all the way over, feeling each tiny, thin little muscle stretch as you roll. Taking your time to enjoy this sensation at the edges of your movement. Finding all the places in your traps and in your back, in your rhomboids that might feel sticky from holding tension. You might find a place that's sticky and hold there for a breath or two. Do not rush your neck work. When you feel quite ready, balancing the head back up on top. And coming down with hands in the earth to a puppy pose. The hips are right above the knees. The hands walk forward and stretch out. You might come down to your forehead first and then see if you could come to your chin. You're opening the heart. This is a really private heart opener with heart facing down toward the earth, and you're in your own little bubble of space. And then coming into all fours, making sure your cushion, if you were sitting on one, is out of your way. We'll lift up to downward facing dog with the tailbone pressing back. On our inhale, we'll move forward to a plank pose with the heart pushing away from the earth. And on the exhale, we move back to down dog. Doing this a few times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Almost like you're rolling over a big beach ball underneath your heart, pressing your hands into the earth. And every stretch back into down dog, letting the backs of the legs stretch and the chest open. Come down into child's pose whenever you feel done with those simple flows forward and back. Just taking a moment to rest and notice what felt strong and what feels weak. Then picking back up into downward facing dog, we'll lift the right leg and then bringing it through the hands near the right thumb. We'll set the feet first, really ground them down into the earth, and then bringing the hands to the hips, we'll square the hips forward. Lift the arms up when you feel balanced into warrior one. Then opening into warrior two with hips and shoulders now square to the side, chin is twisted over the right shoulder, finding the stability in your feet and the lift through your heart. Your heart needs to be balanced over your hips. Pull back. Now right elbow to right knee or right thigh, left arm reaches up overhead, chest is laying back, getting as long as you can through the left side body from heel to toes, heel to fingers. Then the left arm comes behind the back, maybe all the way over to the right hip. Standing back up into warrior two when you're ready. Take a deep breath and then cartwheel the hands down and step back to downward facing dog. If you know vinyasa flow, you can feel free to add that in. But the left leg lifts when you're ready, and then you step through to warrior one on the left side, squaring the hips and heart forward. Finding the rooted feeling in your feet. Reach up overhead as you breathe in, and as you exhale, open into warrior two. Don't let left knee collapse inside. Keep pulling left knee open to the pinky side of left foot. Big twist from chin to back right shoulder. And then coming down into Parsvakonasana, the left elbow to the left thigh. Right side gets really long. Right arm behind the back, maybe all the way over to left hip. Where is your gaze? Does it need to be on the earth, or can it be lifted up? Heart lays back, hips sink low, And then back to warrior two. Take a deep breath here. And then cartwheel down. Stepping back to downward facing dog when you're ready. Maybe taking a vinyasa if that's comfortable for you. You could always throw in your plank back to down dog a few times. I'm going to lower into a chaturanga and find one big up dog to expand my chest, pushing back to downward facing dog. Right foot lifts again. I step through the hands and reach my arms up. Warrior one becomes warrior two on my exhale. Parsvakonasana, big stretch for that side angle pose. I wrap left arm behind my back. And this time I might settle my right hand inside my right arch. But I want my chest back and my gaze up. If that's okay, come back to warrior two. If not, skip it. Back to downward facing dog however you like. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts and step through. Arms come overhead for warrior one, square forward. Exhale and open to warrior two. Parsvakonasana, big side angle, right arm behind the back. As you exhale, left hand might come down to the earth, maybe not. Heart stays back, gaze stays up. Warrior two as you inhale and take a deep breath. And then cartwheel down, perhaps through vinyasa, perhaps stepping back down dog. Lower with a long neck into your chaturanga. Open your heart in upward dog and send the tailbone back for downward dog. Right side goes up again, coming perhaps just a little quicker through our warrior one inhale, warrior two exhale. Exhale into side angle. Right hand might come down to the earth, left hand behind the back. And this time you might wrap a bind underneath your right thigh. Hands could grip behind your back. Stepping up now onto your right foot, you balance on tented fingers, left heel reaching back, floating back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back, perhaps flow through, find your way back to downward facing dog. Left side now, step through. Warrior one, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Exhale into side angle. Wrap the right arm. Plant the left, perhaps. Left arm might reach underneath the thigh, but heart stays back and gaze stays up. The bind in your hands, allowing the stretch to deepen. You might step up onto your left foot with your right leg reaching out and back, right hand reaching for the sky, shifting the weight back and floating into warrior two when you feel ready. Take a deep breath and then cartwheel down, step back and flow through. Feel free to do that sequence as much as you like. When you're ready, walk the hands back and come into a malasana squat at the back of your mat. With your hands together in prayer, unless you need them on the earth for stability, you might plant them for stability and then see if your knees could touch the upper arms. For crow pose, shifting your weight forward, you might come to the tippy toes, or perhaps your strength is enough that you could brace yourself and bend your heels in toward your sit bones, exploring a little bit of crow pose or not. Find your way now into tabletop. You exhale into cat pose, rounding the back. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale into cat with the right knee in toward the nose, and then inhale, kick it straight up and back. Switch. Exhale, left knee into the nose. Inhale, kick it up and back. Back to all fours for cat. Exhale. Inhale into cow. Coming back to neutral to pause. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, right knee into the nose. Inhale, kick up and back. Exhale and switch, left knee into the nose, cat pose. Inhale, kick up and back. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Back to neutral, exhale. Take your breath in. Exhale to cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale, right knee into the nose. Inhale, extend up and back. Right knee comes down, left knee comes in. Exhale. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Back to neutral, deep breath. Stepping the left foot back, pressing through the heel. Step all the way over to the right side and look over right shoulder. Notice the stretch on the left side. Now planting your left foot down, reach the left arm up into your supported side plank or perhaps toward the front of your mat. A big sweeping circle will help you feel the rotation in your left shoulder. Maybe you want to pin the left arm behind your back after a few rotations. Enjoying the stretch through the entire front side body. Come back through tabletop pose, and then stretching the right leg straight back, pressing through the calf, stepping all the way over, looking over left shoulder, rotating with weight in the left hand, right arm reaches up as the right foot steps all the way back, right arm circles in both directions until you're ready to pin it behind you. Laying the heart open, letting the head drop. Come back to tabletop, and then you might rest in child's pose for a moment. Noticing what's changed, what feels more open. When you're ready, come to sit in butterfly pose with the soles of the feet together. Get a grip of the toes and draw the heels in as close to the body as possible. Sit really tall, and then you might stretch your neck by dropping your head side to side. Start to flap your knees up and down like wings, flying butterfly. Notice what changes in your hip socket. If there are any feelings of release, and then bowing in maybe for a moment. Take your legs out wide, just as far as they feel really comfortable, planting your hands on the earth for support. This is not a forward fold, but more of a tilting forward as you flex your feet to brace your hamstrings. You're just leaning slightly long and forward, trying to press the pubic bone down into the earth. When that feels pretty good, you can fold in to any amount. And then finding your way down to your back. Doesn't matter which way you face. Bring one knee, bring right knee into your chest. Straighten the leg, feel the stretch of the hamstring, and then switch. Letting the right leg go long, left knee comes in, and then left leg extends for Apanasana. Both feet to the earth now, coming into bridge pose. Tilt your hips and then lift your hips as high as you can get, perhaps interlacing your hands behind your back or maybe sliding the heels of your hands underneath your hips for support like this. Feel the stability of your shoulders on the earth, lifting your hips, the groundedness of your feet. Feel your breath come in and out, perhaps in and out, massaging your belly and your organs. And as you come down to rest, let your legs extend, let your arms open, and rest in Shavasana for 10 minutes.